Hey everyone, before we start, I just want to talk about Pyke's items and runes. And the first item I'd go for is Yomu's Ghostblade. As an assassin, Pyke would benefit a lot from this, providing him with additional AD, ability haste, armor penetration, and move speed when out of combat. Not only will this make his roams faster, but it will also increase his overall damage, allowing him to burst targets that are low on HP. Second item is a flex. I would usually go for the Edge of Night, especially if there's an opponent with point-and-click CCs that could easily catch you. But if they don't have much crowd control, another item that you could get is the Dust Blade of Drakthar. This item would increase your burst a lot more and possibly execute them with your ultimate. Third item depends on you, but if you are winning the early game or snowballing the game, you could definitely go for the Ionian Protobelt. This synergizes well with his third skill, allowing you to be able to catch targets a lot easier. But if you're having a hard time and they are always trying to catch you, you could go for the Stasis as well, so that when you go in with your third skill, you would be able to stasis and possibly outplay the opponents. After this, you could go for the Death's Dance. This would not only increase your damage, this would also give you a bit of durability and get a reset on your HP when you take down a target. Another item that you could go for is Trinity Force. If you would want to focus on bursting down targets even faster, you could go for this item, and this would allow you to one-shot squishy targets. Last item depends on you. You could go for the Cerulous Grudge, granting you more damage and additional armor penetration. It also gives you additional ability haste and a slow when you are able to hit your skill shots. Going to the runes, the first rune that I would go for is Electrocute. Since we are focused on bursting down targets as fast as possible, this is the perfect rune for Pyke, and we don't need the durability since we are playing a pure assassin Pyke. Second rune that I would go for is Triumph. This would allow you to get your HP back when you execute targets, as well as deal more damage when they are low on HP. An alternative rune for this would be Weakness, because if you're able to hook or stun someone with their third skill, your team would deal more damage against them. Third rune that I would go for is Hunter Titan. Since Pyke doesn't want to get crowd control, this is the perfect rune for him, so that the duration of slows and stuns would be lowered overall. An alternative rune for this would be Nullifying Orb. Since we're building pure AD, this would give Pyke a bit more sustain, just in case there are any champions that would like to burst him down. Then for the last rune, we would go for the Pathfinder. Since we specialize on roaming, this would make Pyke's roaming a lot more deadlier, as well as giving him HP and mana when out of combat. An alternative for this would be Hunter Genius, so that you would be able to spam your skills more, but overall Pathfinder is much better because of the roaming and healing potential that Pyke could get. So that is it for Pyke's items and runes, and I will see you guys in game. Going to the game, we're going to be playing some jungle Pyke. Due to the recent buffs, this has now become a viable option. In this matchup, we're currently up against Vi, and in a Vi versus Pyke, this is favorable for the Pyke when it comes to ganking, but once it comes to team fights, this should favor the Vi due to her strong initiation, plus the ability to be able to soak damage during fights. So what we want to do is to be able to gank as much as possible so that we would be able to snowball the game. What's good about Pyke jungle is that when you're able to get successful ganks off, not only will you be able to get gold, you're also able to give your teammates gold due to Pyke's ultimate spreading gold for the team. The clear that I'm doing here right now is the red side clear, where I go for my Krogs, Red Raptors, and Flex, depending on what would happen around the map. Due to the recent buffs, as you could see, my clear has now become a lot faster and is quite average when compared to the other junglers. If you compare it with Pyke jungle before, his clear is very slow, and if you're not able to get any ganks off, you'll just fall behind and most probably just get invaded for the rest of the game due to his slow clear. As you can see now, my abilities deal a lot more damage, and we're able to farm our camps even though we're not able to get any ganks off. Looking at the lanes, I see that all of my lanes are extended. That's why after clearing the Raptors, I go for my top side camps instead. And this would allow me to get level 5, making my ganks even more effective. I see that there's a control ward in my blue. This signals that their Vi is there. And looking at the map, I see that Galio and Urgot have the lane priority. So I'm not worried for any potential invade. And as soon as I see Vi trying to get the Scuttler, Galio is there to contest. Even though Vi gets a Scut, we're able to deal a lot of damage. I missed my hook, but I think we still have enough damage to get the kill. Urgot is there as well to help. Get a stun onto the Ori. Our Galio lives. We take down the Orianna as well. flash Darius's Q, but he gets a hook. With the third skill, we're able to dash away and get another kill. This is why lane priority is very important. Even though we lose the jungle matchup, when Vi plus Pyke faces each other, Pyke would definitely lose. But due to having lane priority with the Galio plus Urgot, we're able to flip the matchup around and get an early lead. Which is very important for Pyke because Pyke jungle relies on snowballing the game. And having his team being ahead so that he would be able to get a lot of kills. I go back to my top side, cleared my wolves, clear my grump, and look for another gank. Having my level 5, I would want to use my ultimate as much as possible. And with Darius's flash down, I go and look for a potential gank, open up my hook as soon as he hits the minion, but he's able to dodge it, so I have no choice but to go back. Since the lane is quite far and would not, Darius would not overextend anytime soon. As soon as I see Orianna being low in the mid lane, I go there to help, but Vi is able to get there first and our Galio gets punished. I try to look for a gank, but Orianna is able to get some fruits. I wait for Vi to TP before going in, opening up with my third skill, Smite, forcing the Orianna to flash. Unfortunately, I missed my hook, but this gives me a tip on how Orianna dodges. Because it's very important for Pyke to hit hooks, because if you're able to hit a hook, you would guarantee a spell being burned or just straight up getting the kill. When I missed my hook there, it was sort of an investment to see on how Orianna dodges, and I will show you guys later on how it could be utilized. With the bottom camps up, I go and clear my red buff so that I would get the red to make my gank stronger, and as soon as I see a fight happening bot side, instead of clearing my raptors, I go there, try to take down the Zeri. Our Urgot goes down as well top side, so I have to get another kill here. I missed my hook, but this is enough time for me to deal damage. Lucian is able to follow up as well, and we get a kill despite missing the hook because Zeri had to path differently just to dodge it. And this gave Lucian time to dash in and deal the appropriate damage so that I would be able to execute. With the objective spawning in 30 seconds, I look to clear my camps top side, possibly go for a mid gank or scuttle. See that Orianna is overextended, and this is what I mean. I opening up with my hook. I know that Orianna dodges far left, and this is what I learned from my earlier gank. Even though I missed the hook, I see that Orianna's dodge pattern is not going for a double back. She just goes straight. With the dragon spawning, I look to go for a kill before starting. And as soon as I see that no one is there, only Janna, I start the objective. Even though there is an opponent or even though they might contest, our team is quite strong in fights. We have a double frontline and a lot of CC. So if I'm able to hit my hook, then Brom's passive plus Galio's taunt would be able to put them down. Vi goes for a trade instead, and I look to go for another gank mid. Orianna's overextended. I missed my third skill, but I still have my hook here. I see that she always dodges far, so we get another hook off, and with another hook comes another kill. Vi gets a gank onto the top side. We hook the Janna, she flashes our stun. We flash back. Second skill for the regen. Zeri is quite low. I have my hook as well. Even though I missed the hook, I still have my ultimate for the execute, and we get a lot of kills there. And it goes to show how strong Pyke is if you're able to hit your hooks. Our Baron lane is not doing well, 0-2, but looking at our mid plus bot, we're able to give them a lot of gold. So we're pretty much still ahead despite top lane tower going down. Clearing my camps, I know that my red will spawn soon. I mistimed my third plus first because the red buff wouldn't spawn yet, but it's okay. A bit of delay doesn't hurt. Plus my ultimate is still on cooldown, that's why I'm just trying to farm my camps before doing anything else around the map. Lucian is not in position yet. That's why I'm not also looking for a fight. But as soon as Lucian is able to position himself on the lane, goes and clear the wave. This gives me an opening for a gank. Actually, a perfect opening because my ultimate will be up as well. Lucian has red lens, and This guarantees that there is no ward here, making me punish the Janna with the stun, guaranteeing another kill, giving gold to my team. I know that Zeri is alone because their Vi is a topside. Smite plus third skill, try to hit the stun, but she flashes it. Even though I don't hit my hook, it's worth it because not only are we able to get a kill, we're able to burn the ADC's flash, plus get a tower at the bot side. The only trade that the opponents are doing right now is they're bullying our Urgot with Vi constantly camping top lane. Orianna's trying to push mid, and this would make her be overextended again. Hit her with a hook plus third skill, electrocute, and look how much damage I deal. Just with one combo, we put Orianna to half HP, literally 1 HP. Finish her off with my first skill. I still have my third skill for the stun, but Zeri is able to escape freely. I see another fight bot side. Vi is trying to take down the tower, so I come and help the Braum. Tell my Braum that I'm there. Third skill, even though I missed the Janna, I still hit the Vi. Execute her with my ultimate. Lucian is able to get the kill mid, and I see that Zeri is pushing mid as well. So this prompts me to run mid. And with my Ghostblade plus Pathfinder, we would be able to chase down the Zeri. Third skill plus flash to get a gap closer. First skill for a slow as well. Get another kill. And as soon as we get the Zeri, there's another fight topside with Darius overextending. Even though our Urgot gets taken down, we're able to come to help him and get another kill. So with that sequence of events, Pyke excels with all of these scrappy fights. From mid lane to bot lane to mid lane to top lane, we're able to get kills and bring an impact all around. So these are the types of fights that Pyke jungle wants, and this is where he would excel at. With all of the items that we have our Proto Belt. The reason why I go for Proto Belt here is because we're snowballing the game, and this has good synergy with Pyke's third skill, because usually you would always be 1 centimeter off when you're engaging with Pyke's third, and that Proto Belt gives you the extra movement to be able to stun the opponents. With the Rift Herald spawning, we go for a position where we could try and hook their carry. We hit the Darius. It's quite tanky, so I'm not yet confident that we would be able to take them down. And this is what I mean, wherein I use my third skill but it doesn't reach. With our Herald, 1 HP, I just take it. It's a lost fight, and I don't think we should have went for it. Not only was my positioning bad, but our Urgot is trolling because the objective spawned and it's a 4v5 fight. I'll just give you context what happened in the lobby. He wanted to auto-lock Urgot because he was top 3, so we gave it to him, but now he is 0-4, which is very unfortunate. And this gives the opponent a chance to come back into the game. They're able to get an inhibitor, even though we're able to get Herald. They are also able to get a shutdown onto me, which is not good. With the Dragon up, I hope that our Baron lane goes with us, because the additional durability that he has would help us. And another thing is that Pyke and Urgot don't go well because both champions focuses on last hitting the opponents. Galio gets a great taunt. I follow up with the first for third. Orianna is able to flash it, but I have another hook up. We remove Janna's Monsoon, and with her with 1 HP, I see that Vi's 1 HP. My ultimate misses, but we're able to win the fight due to having good positioning. Zeri is able to dash to hop rather my hook, but it's okay because what's important is that we're gonna be able to secure the dragon. Galio and Braum are quite low, but they should be tanky enough to try and buy time for me. They take down the Janna. Zeri is free hitting at the side, but I'm there to contest. Go with the Q flash. Get the Orianna. I still have my Proto Belt to go for a gap closer. Combined with Galio's ultimate, we go and secure a kill. So that's another trick that you could do with Pyke to surprise the opponents, is where you can charge your first kill and then immediately flash before letting go to guarantee a hook with the opponents not being able to react appropriately. Another thing about this game is that I went off Edge of Night instead of Duskblade. The reason why I went off Edge of Night is because they have point and click CC with Vi's ultimate, and with Pyke, the worst thing that would happen is that you get crowd control. That's why I went to Edge of Night. But if the opponents don't have any hard CC or point and click CC, which you will be able to dodge, you could go for the Dust Blade for the additional damage. Third item I went is Guardian Angel because I wanted to play it a bit safe. This would allow me to become a lot more aggressive because even though they're gonna be able to bring me down, I still have a second life. Plus, using the Proto Belt instead of the Stasis. If I wanted to play a lot safer, I could go for the Stasis enchant, open up with the third plus flash, but with the Proto Belt, this allows me to make a lot more plays. And with 4 PM members there, this is what I mean with all of the crowd control that they have. I have my Guardian Angel. We force 2 flashes, and we still have another life. Third skill to stun the opponents. Get the Vi with their ultimate. Second skill with the regen. Look to go for another hook. We hit the Orianna. Third skill again to try and dodge the opponents. Galio goes in with the ultimate. Regen with our passive. Look to go for another hook. But as soon as no one shows up, we just go back to go for a disengage. This is what I mean with the Guardian Angel and Edge of Night. So, goodbye. If I didn't buy Guardian Angel there, I could have just lost another streak and gave it to the opponent. So with the Guardian Angel, I still keep my streak alive. Plus, we're able to get a 1 for none exchange. So Urgot is trying to troll, but at this point, you just gotta carry him. Go for the ward, take the Scuttle Crab, and look to go for another play. Galio and Lucian trying to catch someone off guard. Get a hook onto the Janna, barely miss because she's quite fast. Try to psych the opponent into face checking the Baron. Look to go for another hook. We hit the Orianna. Execute her with the ultimate. I still have my third skill. I could go for the Proto Belt, but I get pushed away from by the Janna. Look to go for another hook. We get the Darius. Get another reset off. My team is quite strong. Try to hook the Vi. Barely miss, but the opponents are quite low. Third skill plus ultimate. Get a stun to the Janna. Catch the Zeri as well and chase down the Vi, wherein we would be able to get an ace. Another thing about Pyke is that your ultimate should not be only used for last hitting. It could also be used as a gap closer, just like what I did to the Janna. So you'd only want to do that if you're confident enough that you would be able to burst down the opponent without relying on the execute of the ultimate. With this, we're able to get a free Baron, and hopefully we're gonna be able to end the game in the next few minutes because Pyke's late game is not as strong as you would want to think, and Pyke maxes out pretty fast as compared to other champions. We lose our inhibitor tower mid, but it's okay. I just want to take the red buff before doing anything else in the map. Urgot would most likely just AFK push bottom side, and I ping my team to go mid lane so that we would be able to at least get some inhibitors down. Lucian tries to push top side. I think they're trying to go for a 1-3-1, but it's okay as long as we don't get engaged on. So what I do is I just want to buff the minions so that the opponent's pushing power would be a lot less. Try to go for a hook onto the Orianna, poke her a bit, put her onto 3/4 HP. She removes my Edge of Night, which is quite scary because this opens up for a Vi engage. Speaking of Vi goes top side. I try and help the team. Opening up with the third skill ultimate. Bait Vi's ulti. Now she's out of position. A fight still happens at their second tower. Third skill to stun the Vi. Last hit with my first skill and look to go for another catch. Urgot is free pushing the bot side. I think he's able to solo kill the Darius, which is huge. He's finally able to do something in the game. And this would be most likely the GG push. Look for another hook onto their Zeri. Orianna forcing the stasis. Try to smite her down, but we just end the game instead. Pretty fun game overall if you ask me. We're able to be all over the map, do a lot of plays as well, and help our team to victory. Get 97.77% MVP. Looking at the score, 18-1-6. Damage dealt, my team did pretty well with Galio and Lucian dealing a lot of damage, and that is how you play Jungle Pyke. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Ciao, ciao. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.